So in every morning, we check in again on Osira, Nighthawk, and Ruby, who've made their way to Dr. Aisha's house. During the song Night Waves, they, of course, saw the rioting that broke out in light of the revelations, the government's backspin, and, of course, Ruby's now viral speech, shiny, pure consciousness, shiny speaking through Ruby. Okay, so now they've made their way to the house. It's basically a safe house in their mind. They get there at night. Dr. Aish is outside, living out in the country. He's got a fire going, and they sit around. They're looking at the moon. And as you do in movie musicals, they break out into song. So Dr. Aish actually starts this song singing about the old days, what things used to be like, how they were better, how they were more pure, how he understands the situation that they're in. And he wishes they were able to live in the same kind of opportunities and circumstances that he grew up in. So he's a sympathetic character in this, sort of empathizing with them. And in the second half of the song, Osira picks up the narrative and starts understanding that they're all sort of fused by a common cause, which is resisting whatever the mendacious forces of the world are that are trying to set good people like them back. I've played a concert on that same ground in front of the same spot where Hitler used to give the speeches. I guess the emotional point for me would be sometimes we're stoned, not always. We're at a beach, we're walking through a forest, we're around a fire, and you find yourself kind of slowing down time for half a second and musing on past, present, and future. I guess if you're a druid or a pagan like myself, you realize that the natural order of human beings is much more related to the forest, the trees, the water, air, and sky. It's the sobering moment in life where you realize life is pretty freaking deep, but you got to sort of stay there to really understand it. And if you let yourself be pulled in 1,000 different directions by things that want your dopamine, that's fine, but don't pretend that is the substance of life, because deep down in every soul, we know that it isn't.